Hello there everyone, it is George from ALM Fitness. Now in today's video we are going to talk about 5 non-physical reasons to exercise, and there are quite a few because when we think about exercising, the first thing that pops into our head in terms of the results is probably things like fat loss, things like strength gain, muscle gain, but we don't often think about the results up here, and there are lots of them because there are huge benefits that we can get psychologically from doing consistent exercise over time, both resistance training and cardiovascular training as well. So the first point, and we're going to go through these in no particular order, the first point is body positivity. So it is, a well-known thing that lots of people aspire to a certain body type that is, generally speaking, higher kind of muscle mass and also lower in body fat, and that is, generally speaking, also biologically the healthier type of body. We want a lower body fat because it is healthier, and we want a higher percentage of muscle mass because, again, it's healthier and it's going to help us live a longer, more independent, healthy life. So those two things, generally speaking, are what a lot of people aim for, or what a lot of people would like if you could kind of wave a magic wand and then get the ideal body. Now, I'm completely aware that we can find beauty in all shapes and sizes, and that's absolutely fine. Body positivity is much less about kind of being really muscular and really ripped. It's about kind of accepting your body and who you are and being happy with that. And that is brilliant. But again, hopefully, if you start exercising, if you start training, you're going to notice positive body adaptations that you will like and you'll like the look of, that will lead you to carry on with your training. So we can get huge body positivity benefits from exercising. That's number one. Number two, we've got improved mood. So when it comes to, again, exercising, whether it be resistance training or whether it be running or something like that. For example, you might have heard of the runner's high. So this is a short-term increase in mood that we get when we are exercising. And it's not only a short-term thing, but when we exercise over a long period of time, we're going to have positive hormone changes in the body that will occur. Again, that connection between the body and the mind, and that's going to start giving you these, biologically, these positive hormones, these mood-increasing hormones are going to come through in your body, and again, that is going to be extremely beneficial to your overall mood. You're going to feel much happier, and as I mentioned, it's not going to be something just short term, although you will feel it after a good workout. You'll feel great, or during that workout you might feel brilliant as well, but long term as well, sticking with an exercise program is going to help us increase our mood over the long term. So the next point we're going to talk about, number 3, which is gaining energy, and this kind of comes along from what we just said there. It kind of links a little bit. But it's really important that we think about exercise as a way of increasing our energy rather than just taking it away. So lots of people will be under the mindset of, well, I have hardly any energy to exercise. I can't exercise. I've got no energy. And that's fine to think that. I'm not denying that will be the case. And lots of people who have very long days at work or very stressful, it can feel like you don't have any energy to exercise, and that can be the case. However, I want us to think about exercise much less as something that requires a lot of energy. It does require energy to do, of course, but if you can muster up that energy and you can do that, it will also provide you back with energy short-term and long-term. So obviously when we have a really tough workout and we feel really tired and exhausted afterwards, that's not exactly energy boosting, but especially in the long term, we will have that boost of energy. And again, those positive hormone changes are going to occur in our body and they're going to give us energy. It's well known that people who are fitter and healthier do have higher levels of energy than those people who are potentially overweight or obese and fairly sedentary, because their body is kind of used to that state. And again, they're not experiencing those positive hormone changes and those positive bodily changes that are going to boost their energy in the long term. So boosting energy is definitely a benefit of exercise. And again, something you'd have to stick to for a long period of time. You'd have to stick to that program, but we can definitely get those benefits there. The next point I'm going to talk about is reducing anxiety and stress. So this is both a short-term and a long-term influence of any kind of strength training or cardiovascular training, in that when we are doing that training, oftentimes our minds don't tend to wander as much as if we were to just sit on the sofa and do nothing or just watch TV, because we're just focusing on that one task. Our heart rate is up, our muscles are burning, we're feeling it, and we're just thinking about lifting the weights, or we're just thinking about running, or we're just thinking about doing the cardio exercises. And that is often the only thing on our mind. And it's almost like a form of meditation, an extreme form of meditation, because we're just focusing on the present, we're just focusing on that thing. And of course, your mind is going to wander, as with normal meditation, as it would. And again, it's just going to be a case of using exercise or having it as a tool as a bit of a stress reliever so that we can have a workout at the end of a stressful day, and hopefully that will help to calm us down in the long term. And the next point, and the final point that I'm going to make here, is we're going to talk about routine. So this kind of ties into positive changes or positive things that you'd want in your life anyway. We know how beneficial having a good routine is to our circadian rhythm and how we wake up and sleep, and how rested we feel. Also with our meal timings, we need routine as well, so that our body gets into that routine of having its meals at the same time, and that will help sustain our energy. But also the benefit of exercise is giving you that routine, giving you the feeling every day like you're working towards something. It's giving you goals to work towards if you have a specific goal in mind, but also it can form part of your daily routine, and it can be quite a powerful component of your routine. So again, while you might wake up and have a coffee every morning, and that could be part of your routine, having a workout in the evening or having a workout in the morning when you can fit it in, or at lunchtime or whatever, or going for a walk or a run, that can form part of your routine and make it quite a powerful idea or a powerful day setup that you have, that's going to really focus your mind, and it's going to really make you feel good on a daily and weekly and monthly and so on basis. So all of those benefits, or non-physical benefits of exercising, and there are loads as we've just gone through, but there are even more than that, but the majority of them center around those positive influences of the hormone regulation over a long period of time that's going to occur between your body and your brain, and you're going to generally speaking feel a lot better both in the short term and the long term. But there are quite a few long-term benefits that you won't get if you just exercise for a short period of time, so making sure that we're being consistent week on week to really reap those benefits. Thanks very much for watching, guys.